Hey guys, this is Preparing for Battle, a Spiritual Workbook, and we are in Unit 2, Lesson number 4, and it's called Battling the Flesh, the World, and the Devil. Scriptures for meditation. Submit yourself then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter into mourning, and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up. James 4:7-10. A beginning prayer. Lord, thank you for providing all the wisdom, power, and insight I need to overcome the devil, Thank you that I am enabled to endure and prevail over the temptation of the flesh. Thank you also that you equip me to perceive and discern the pressures of the world, that I might not be ensnared by alliances that would make me your enemy. Amen. The lesson. Is it accurate to blame all our struggles and trials on the direct attack of the devil? In the book of James, the apostle presents 3 scores of our problems: the flesh, the world, and the devil. Though they interface the work together, each is unique and requires a proper biblical approach to deal with the practical patterns of temptation. The flesh. The flesh is the internal enemy that causes fights, wars, lust, and murder, and can even corrupt our prayers. It is that sinful potential for doing evil that we inherited from the fall of man. See James 4:1-3. List 7 to 10 specific examples of fleshly battleground. Galatians 5:19-21 and Colossians 3:5-10. The world. The world is an external enemy. The world, which compasses philosophy, culture, entertainment, business, societies, worldviews, fashion, trends, religious order, political systems, and so forth, tries to befriend us and wins us over as aliens and conspirators. Choosing the world makes us an enemy of God. Remember, the world is as much under the curse of the fall as is humanity. The world offers us what our flesh wants and presents Satan's lies to us in appealing packages. List 7 to 10 specific examples of worldly battlegrounds. Supernatural evil. The final enemy is supernatural evil. James 4:7-10, and this is the King James Version. Believers are commanded to resist the devil. Scriptural imperatives such as submit to God, draw near to God, and humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord make clear that when we are in proper attitude to Him, our defeats by infernal evil will be minimal. List 7 to 10 specific examples of demonic battleground. Ephesians 2:1-2 and other verses state clearly that Satan, for now, rules over physical earth and has influence over everything on the earth. Not only does he seek to control the world, but he will use every worldly resource to threaten our spirit and soul. With his help, such seemingly innocent worlds as fashion, finance, entertainment, and even religion can turn us from God toward our own self-achievement. True or false? To walk in freedom requires the aggressive application of the provided victory and not just passive assumption. True or false? Satan tempts believers to excuse their fleshly sin in order to take advantage of them. True or false? Though Satan is not omnipresent like God, he functions with a diverse, organized kingdom of spirit beings who can communicate with him continuously from any place or location in the world. The world is a true or false? The world is a global conspiracy that puts pressure on the believer to conform to its value system. True or false? As personal spirit beings, Satan and his host of fallen angels are able to project thoughts, emotions, and even rebellious attitudes into the mind, while emotions and body of a believer. True or false? Is it always easy for believers to discern the difference between their own thoughts, emotions, and will from those of a satanic origin? True or false? If ground is given to the kingdom of darkness by a believer, it neutralizes affection, rules, and control will be experienced in that believer's life. True? Let me say it again. True or false? If ground is given to the kingdom of darkness by a believer, internalizing affections, rules, and control will be experienced in that believer's life. Okay. True or false? Believers are provided ample resources available at any local Christian bookstore for defeating Satan and walking in freedom from Satan's rule. Everyday believers are confronted with an endless stream of opportunities to opt out of faithful living and concrete of the world's godless beliefs, attitudes, and philosophies. Sometimes the influences are so intense and subtle, we accept, practice, and experience views and ideals that are actually in conflict with the pure truth of the gospel. List and discuss examples of how you are being influenced by unscriptural ideals and beliefs. What are some of the defenses you can deploy to resist and counter these influences? While Satan may work to cause the forces of our flesh and the world to conspire against us, he and they are distant forces we need to be aware and stand guard against. Hanging Christian pictures and slogans around our homes, listening only to Christian music, reading only Christian books and watching only Christian videos are all okay things to do, but they all will not protect us from the wiles of the enemy. In fact, he can use these things to distract and insulate and subdue us in error. Our minds and our lives need to be actively engaged in serving God, learning all that His Word offers, fellowshipping with genuine believers, and keeping ourselves prepared at all times to resist and to defeat Satan and his kingdom. Okay, guys, I'll see you with the next lesson, Lesson 5. God bless you. Subscribe if you like this series. And thank you for joining.